Yes, it is working.
And maybe I don't want to share this. And maybe it's time to turn off my Telegram for a moment. Also need to remember about this prep that I had for you. And now I can share it. Share my screen. And now I need to find those materials that I prepared for you. That is where. And it's here. Oh, it's unfortunate. I can't remember. Oh no. Oh, here it is. Here it is. And here it is. So let's go. I have those slips. Boom, boom, boom. Probably there is something in there. Oh, I get it. So the idea that I actually need to go where? For instance, here, then where is it? Oh no. Again. Go students, then city, I don't know. Sorry, Vanshu, for using your name all the time. But it appears that I have a lot of students with the name Anya, so it's not a nice idea to search, to use them as a search engine. So I want to move here, and then I want to have it here, and this will be our folder for working. So I'm doing this, going here. Oh, maybe here. Maybe I need to even go further. Okay, and then I list files, and I have a lot of files, but it's over here. Okay, so we have this dict, and we have this unlist dict over here. And I think this is the stage where we need to change. I probably will change it over here. Let's have it. In case we want to change something in our segment. Yes, so it does make sense. Because it's possible that we have it. Okay, let's work with it. So we have this unlist undict. And what we want is to change the is function mutate segment. It's also possible that we want to filter something, and I think we use it somewhere. Where? For instance, here. Let's work for a moment with vowels. So here we have only vowels. You see? So here is the filter, and inside this filter, I want to detect those vowels that have R, O, E, U, E. And in order to make it, you need to do something like this. So I'm using square brackets in order to list all possible patterns, okay? And this is a usual thing in regular expression stuff, so we need it here. And now we can do something like, but we just detect them. So the idea that you look inside the string, and it looks there, and then it says true in case there is any of these sides. And it says false if it's not there. And it's nice because it's actually returns you the same structure, because it's possible that there is something like this in vowels, or I don't know, this one with asterisks. It's still there. So it's not, so we don't lose anything. Or duration and so on and so on. So imagine that we want to just replace vowels. Yeah, maybe let's think about this. So yeah, imagine that we want to replace it with the front and back. Whatever division we have then something like this case when, and then I look in the segment, and what I'm saying, if I detect there are, let's treat, for instance, E and A as front one, then we return front. If we have there A, then is mid. And if we have U or, then is back. It's possible also to think about this as like this. So we can change it back. So if you want, we can use another system when I is back, for instance. But I don't care for a moment. I just want to have an example. And here I need to have square brackets since I list sounds. And then I have a totally different thing. We can use count as a segment. And then we have this kind of story. Make sense?
So we don't need to say in the data frame to say how these vowels make pairs.
Yes, but actually we change this column. We don't care about, we don't care. So we don't care much about the, so let's call it, I don't know, unnested endic front back. Even though this data frame is not restructured the way that we wanted, we can put it in there and so just replace all unnested endic and use it as we want. So for instance, let's go to this. I think this should be, how it was, where is it? Maybe it's here. So I think, imagine that we have it here. And here we have this segment one and segment two, front, mid, and so on and so on. So it will work in there, even though that we have different internal things. So after this, we can do something like this, and here is the most common thing that we'll see. Wow, it looks like the front and mid combination is most popular across of them. Wow, except Tukita. This is really strange result. Oh, this is so it looks like something like ER is really a common pattern across all Andic languages. And UA. ER and UA. Sometimes. So you see, you change it once in here. So I will change it back. But we create a new data frame with changed something using this case when and replacement. Where is this? Yeah, over here. And then we play around. And you can create as much as much as you want over here. Okay, so that was the problem. Am I right?
I think it's very clear.
Sorry?
It's very clear to make the
Okay. So the logic is here, I think the most problematic is case when you list different cases, and here you need to have a logical thing because it's possible to have something like segment, I don't know, equal something, for instance, I don't know, two. Then we'll have ta-da, and something like this. So the idea that you need to have some logical statement over here, and then you say what will be in the rest. And another story, so it makes sense to look at the help page of Caseman. It will be here, for instance. So maybe I will try to have some, let's see the examples. So maybe this one is really nice. So imagine that we have a vector with values from 1 to 50, and then we go through case when, and then we have something like if the if the rest of the division of x by 35 is 0, then please write down FISBAS. If this x is divisible by 5 without any rests. So this is actually the, so maybe this is not known operator for you. So for instance, 6, where I'm typing over here, 6, and the rest of the division by 2 is 0, by 3 is 0, by 4 is 2, because we have 6 divided by 4, it once, and then we have some 2 as a rest.
Yeah, I think it's the same in Python.
Sorry?
I think it's the same in Python, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, maybe it should be. So the idea that if it's possible to divide something by 35, 5 or 7, it will put something. And here we have just true statement. So I say true. That means for the rest cases, if it's not those 3 cases, then just use, I don't know, here I am. And the idea that 1 is not the case. So we have a lot of here I am over here until we have the first fees. So sometimes you need to do something like, if there is a stress, this kind of sign, otherwise do something else. Then you need to use this tree over there. But otherwise, I think it's possible to, so maybe the logic will be more or less the same. So you want to use this str detect, and str detect is definitely better approach that you were on Wanshu, because remember these cases. If you explicitly say over here, if you explicitly say that string equal to something, you will have problems with this kind of thing. I know it's not visible maybe, but it's here. So there is small sign, stress sign over here. But there is some asterisks over here. So you need to be sneaky in order to not get into the trouble working with them. And this is actually about vowels. For a consonant, it's much easier. And you don't care about the degraph. So for instance, imagine that we have for consonants, if we want to have consonants, we will do something like this. Remember Anya about this? It's the same in Python. Uh-oh. What's happened? Wow. You see, kind of ignored my... Okay, anyhow, I can be even sneakier. Haha. So Anya, you don't care about those guys. So those guys, because they are already split into a separate thing. So even though there is two symbols over here, you don't care. So it's not a problem. It could be a problem if we don't have this minus split, but now it's much easier for actually this kind of analysis is easier for constants. But you need to have more cases over here, and this could be complicated. Okay. So where else? Case one, and create a new data frame like this. So because if you will write it down to a nest ending or something, you will break all other analysis. So here you need in a separate variable. Okay, so I can need it and post it so it will be online. No, replacement. Something like this. Is it finished? More or less. But it looks weird. Will it? No, it's okay. So the only thing that I've changed, I think, is where?
The here, right.
Here. So you can use it. So you create a new and you can use this case when statement and do your job. Okay, let's pull it. Oh no. Why? Ah, yeah, because it's here. So it will be online in the link that I've sent you before. But this is an interesting result. I didn't have any expectation on this, but this is like, cool. Because what I see over here, because what I expected that will be something like actually will be the top. So I would expect meat to be the highest one, but it appears that they actually want to alternate different, how do you call it? Not this is height and this is backness.
Backness. Yeah.
I just backness. Okay, because for some reason I decided that backness is a calc or something bad word. So backness. So they kind of like to alternate backness, and this is kind of nice thing. This is nice result already. If it will be true, but yeah. Is it possible to move through this and look at the higher resolution? So where we've done this, it was,
I have a question. Does it mean that there is no like back or mid like at all?
yeah, but let's have a look. Maybe if we remove this and this is strange. It's possible that we have, yeah, it's kind of really strange. I think there is a problem, some problem that I don't. No, we have it. No, we don't. Front meet, front meet, front meet.
And these are just pairs, right? Like adjacent ones, adjacent like vowels.
No, this is bag of words. This is like, I
Oh,
think
okay.
this is definitely untrue. How is it happening? Let's go here. Here, you have it like this. So we have, for instance, this abada in Chamala, where we have meet, meet, meet. Oh, I get it. Oh, this is unfortunate. Yes, I get it. I think over here, I'm destroying this similar effects because I have here. I need to think how to fix it. The idea that here I select distinct one in order to remove duplicates, and this kind of work. But this kind of hide the. This is highlight the differences. But if you have something like it will have only one in the word. So I need to think how to fix it. But is it possible to actually get it back? And let's analyze not within here, but within here. Yes. So I think that what we need to do is to add this case one statement over here. Let's have an analyze. How to spell it? I can't remember. Analyze features. So I have this, but then I have this one. So what I want to filter those one, have this one, okay. Happy with this. And maybe I need to filter something here. So let's analyze vowels over here. So what I want to have str detect segments. How do I call it? Segment, yes. And then this one, R E O R E. What do we have? Like this one. And I think this will result in this kind of thing. So we have abadat. Yes. Okay, maybe hashes. Are we interested in hashes? Let's for a moment not be interested in them. Okay. Then I want to add this mutate thing that we've had before. So after this, we have this meet front and something. Then we use it like this. And we have different combinations. So this is, I think we can use it. And after this, we can use it here. Back, front. So let's have it here. Let's have it here. And this is more natural. Yeah, here we have meet in some languages, and I'm happy with it. Cool. In front here. But Tukita is not like, I don't believe much in Tukita because they don't have a lot of data. But for this one, meet. And here, Achwach is weird as usual. It have meet front. And meet is even, it's not even second. Yeah, something like this. So for Markov chain, it works. For how to fix it for backup words, I need to think. So this is kind of will be my homework for next week. Okay. So again, meet. Um, and push. Any other questions?
So we just make a module to analyze antique language, but because we have such small sample of this language, so it can't really show the actual features of this language.
For Tukita, Tukita is the dialect of Karata. It's treated as a dialect. It's actually a separate language. But in the dictionary, there is something like 200 entrants or 200 words, or maybe 700 or something. So it's not much. So that's why Tukita will be definitely thrown away during the analysis. But for the rest, I think it's reasonable to analyze them.
But why do we analyze it at all? Like if the data will be like wrong anyway?
The idea that, the idea, because I like to have big tables. So maybe this is my problem, but the idea that throw something away is easier than keep it. So it's possible that in the future we'll need this Tukita data for something. So that's I want to keep them in the data set. But we definitely can write down a small statement at the beginning of the file saying, please remove Tukita from our data. Okay, so it's possible to do, but for now I just lazy. Okay. So I hope that you will still play around for next week. Oh no, and the next week this is a problem because I'm going to the field to work, and I will be absent. So we have two options. Either we meet on, I have a tickets, I think, for where? When I have it. No, it's not here. Let's figure out. So
Can we just meet on Tuesday, but like the week after the coming one?
on Tuesday, like 20th.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh. Wow. Yes, like this.
So it will be less than 2 weeks.
So something like this one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Is it okay with you, Wanshu?
Yeah, that's fine.
But on Tuesday, but before 4, so it means like, for instance, one at 3.
Yeah, 3, 2, or anytime you pick.
Well, it's possible. I think I can do it in even earlier, whatever is better for you. So you choose. But let's choose now.
We can meet at 1, for example, to have like some more time in case we need it. Like 2 hours. Or even 3 if you.
I don't believe that we will stay for so long, but
no, we won't. But just to make sure we have enough time.
Okay, so then 2 then, because I have a meeting at 4. So
okay.
So 2 on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh no, I need to. Wait a minute. Oh, it doesn't work? Why? That's strange.
2 p.m., right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to create something in Google Calendar, but yeah, I'm here. Oh, it's super smart. It's even picked my flights in there. So meeting. Do you want me to send you? Is it possible to do it here from here? Like from here. So like this, like. So is it possible to add you here that you also had this in your calendar?
Absolutely no idea.
I can't see any participant invitation. Or like this. Oh, cool. Oh no. But then I need to remember your mails. It's not. I think it was like this. No.
No, it's just Anna Tsuzor. Like not double N, but just one N. Yeah, like this. Yeah.
And then there is a phone number for Wanshu or something. I can't remember it. Oh, here it is. Is it possible to use this? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Cool. So you have that.
You have to write something.
So that's settled then. It's nice to see you both.
Yeah, you too.
So then until our next meeting. So I expect that you play around with code and try to look through phonologies and actually create some system. So for Wanshu, it will be backness, frontness, and high-low, and also stressed and unstressed.
Mhm.
For you, Anya, it will be place and manner, and how do you call it? Additional articulation. So,
Mhm.
like pharyngeal, oh, and Wanshu also nasalization and long vowels. This is also a feature. So yeah, something like this. Place of articulation, manner, and additional articulation. Where else? Not much. There is also possible to have geminated, but it's. Let's think about this in the future.
Okay.
Okay, so play around with this, and my homework will be to fix your prep file in order to make it work with the duplicates, because the solution that I prepared last time is actually good for Markov chain, but it's not working for our blah, blah, blah,
Bag of words.
yeah, bag of words thing. Okay, so let's settle them. So let's call
Okay.
it.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
You too.
Bye.